Since its rumoured discovery in the 9th century by an Ethiopian goat herder, coffee has become incredibly popular worldwide. So much so that it's almost impossible to escape its warm, soothing, caffeinated clutches. From coffee shops to supermarket shelves, coffee is absolutely everywhere and has become a daily ritual of a huge number of people. Why do so many people drink coffee? Is it simply the caffeinated energy hit, or is there something else that draws people in? Is it an addiction or simply a healthy habit? We set out to the streets to interview some baristas and find out what makes this warm, liquid crack of contemporary society so popular.
Good barista. Good barista for one. Yeah, it depends, I guess. Like the type of machine that you use, the type of milk, with the sugars and stuff like that are in your milks, and the barista's ability, I suppose.
So there's a couple of things that make a good coffee. Technically speaking, you've got the shots and you've got the milk. And with the shots, well, you've got to have a good crema. The timing's got to be right. But I think one of the most important things is the barista.
Your connection with community, definitely, by far. Chain store, it's out of convenience. Australia's one of the most leading countries in the coffee industry. So yeah, basically, if you have your own cafe and you operate independently, depending on the area that you are, you can actually target your own market, and cater to their needs a lot better than what a multinational or multi-state sort of Well, I mean, like Starbucks, you know what I mean? Like, people go there out of convenience as opposed to enjoy, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, we do. Like, I guess when you walk along the street and you see a blue tea, you're like, oh, head in for a drink, when I'm ordering. Whereas when you see a smaller, like sometimes when you see independent stores, you're not so sure about the quality, I guess. We do have a name, but it's not always what brings people in.
A lot of people in the city are very, very picky on their coffee. People come back for a combination mainly because of the barista, but like you said, you need to make sure that you have the atmosphere to go with it, otherwise people just won't come back.
Probably latte or flat whites.
The kick for sure. That many people that I used to serve hangover first thing in the mornings and the weekends, you can tell their energy lifts as soon as they have their first sip, as opposed to when they first come in through the door. So yeah, definitely a kick. Yeah, support your barista.
With coffee, with the caffeine aspect, it is like a naturally occurring drug. It's a stimulant. You can develop a tolerance to it. So after a while, if you're drinking a lot of coffee and you're not getting the same effects, you're going to go for more. And that can lead to a lot of negative health effects. So things such like dehydration, insomnia, irritability, poor mood, dizziness and headaches are probably the main things that coffee causes in terms of withdrawal symptoms as well. So if you're cutting down from how much caffeine you're having, you can get a lot of those symptoms. And it can affect your sleep if you do drink too much every day. If you've got heart palpitations and anxiety, it's probably not great to drink a lot of coffee. But there's a lot of research that shows coffee drinkers do have improved levels of alertness, focus, concentration, and there's a lower risk of type 2 diabetes and heart problems. But it all comes down to how much you drink. I think the current recommendations are at about no more than 5 cups of coffee a day, but that would be an instant coffee, something with less than 100 milligrams of caffeine in it. An espresso coffee, especially the bigger ones, can have up to 200 milligrams of caffeine. The physical symptoms would be, if you start to feel shaky, if you start to get the headaches are the first thing that come from caffeine withdrawal. So it can be addictive in that kind of sense. And plus, if you get really tired, the first thing you're going to want is caffeine to pick you back up again and give you the energy. But there is the kind of, I guess, the psychological aspect as well, because I know I don't need caffeine to function during the day, but I do feel like I need to sit down and have something to drink. If you're going out with friends, you've got that addictive nature, like, oh, I've got to have one as well.